Welcome, curious minds, to a Quark and Awe Sciencecast Episode 2, Antibody-workout. Where do we dive into the world of wacky theories with a splash of humour and non-lethal dose of reality? I'm your host, Nathan Parry. So let's give this a shot. We're about to take a ride through the syringe world of anti-vaccine beliefs. Science is no match for its greatest foe, the internet experts. I use expert in the loosest possible sense. Picture this, it's a sunny day, you're enjoying your coffee, and suddenly, bam, you're hit with a torrent of online posts telling you vaccines are a government conspiracy or worse, that they'll turn you into a human magnet. Well, fear not, intrepid listeners. Today we're going to debunk those wild claims with some scientific evidence and possibly some sarcasm. Let's start with the classic anti-vaccine claim. Vaccines cause autism. This one's been around longer than your aunt's vintage vinyl collection. Just like a vinyl, it's full of cracks and distortions and from someone you've never heard of. The idea stemmed from 1998, a study by Andrew Wakefield, which, as it turns out, was more of a scientific horror show than groundbreaking discovery. Wakefield's study was later found to be deeply flawed, full of cherry-picked evidence and ethical breaches. The Lancet, the journal that published it, fully retracted the paper, and Wakefield was stripped of his medical license. Numerous and subsequent studies involving millions of children have found no link between vaccines and autism. A study in the Journal of American Medical Association in 2019 involving over 650,000 children showed no association at all between the MMR vaccine and autism. It's as if the anti-vaccine movement is stubbornly sticking to its outdated records while the rest of us are living in a world where scientific evidence is, a thing. Moving on to another gem from the anti-vax toolkit, vaccines contain harmful chemicals. Now, this is a bit like saying your favourite dish is dangerous because it contains salt. Yes, it does, just like vaccines contain ingredients that are perfectly safe in the amounts used. Vaccines often include small amounts of preservatives and stabilisers like formaldehyde or aluminium salts. But here's the kicker. The levels used are so low they're well within safety limits. The formaldehyde in vaccines is about 0.01% of what's naturally found in your body. As for the aluminium salts, people get pretty heated about that one. But in reality, the amount of aluminium exposed to from vaccines is minuscule compared to what you get from food and a glass of water. It's like being worried about a thimble of water while standing in a tsunami and it's raining. And it's a salt form, just like the sodium chloride you sprinkle on your fries. Sodium is poisonous, so is chlorine. Together, they are harmless. Now let's address the claim that vaccines aren't effective. Anti-vaccine advocates often argue that vaccines don't work. But let's look at the data. Smallpox is eradicated globally thanks to a robust vaccination campaign, mainly state-mandated vaccines from Mr. G. Washington. He declared compulsory vaccination under arrest if needed, making the US the first smallpox-free country. Think about that for a minute. All those people who said that compulsory vaccinations are against the founding fathers, well, Mr. Washington himself forced vaccination. Polio is also on the brink of elimination, with only a few countries reporting cases. If that's not effectiveness, I don't know what is. And don't forget the COVID-19 pandemic saw vaccines save millions of lives. According to various studies, including the Lancet Infectious Diseases, COVID-19 vaccines prevented an estimated 14 million deaths globally in the first year alone. Ah, the sweet taste of scientific triumph. It's like the winning lottery for public health. And finally, let's tackle the idea that natural immunity is better than vaccine-induced immunity. Sure, natural immunity can be robust, but it often comes with serious side effects, including contracting the disease in the first place, or even death. That's one side effect you definitely won't come back from. Vaccines provide a safer route to immunity, minus the hospital visits and subsequent bills, if you're not in a country with free healthcare. Safety and efficacy of vaccines have been extensively studied. They are far less risky than contracting the diseases they prevent. Vaccines are like the unsung heroes of modern medicine. They're the trusty sidekicks that save the day without the need for capes or superpowers. They're grounded in rigorous science and a proven track record of keeping communities healthy. They are the Jarvis, if you wish, to Iron Man. So next time you hear a wild anti-vaccine claim, remember science is on your side. And if you're ever in doubt, just check the facts from reputable sources, not your friends on Instagram. Thank you for listening to Antibody Workout. We hope you enjoyed this infectious crawl through the world of vaccines. Stay curious, stay vaccinated, and join us the next time for more myth-busting madness.